Hey guys, Tom here from the Asylum. Just picked up a lay-by that I've had on for the last couple of months with some really cool things in it. I got a drill set, a little toolkit there. It's got some really cool pieces in it, but the main thing that I grabbed, one, two. That's right, I managed to find these. They're super hard to find. I couldn't find Batman, which sucks. Never actually seen Aquaman. Couldn't find Cyborg either, but I did get these two. So first things first, Wonder Woman looks pretty amazing. It's not really a lot that I'm going to do to her, to be perfectly honest. It looks pretty damn good as is. I'm going to obviously weather a little bit of paintwork. Now, I don't know if she actually comes with it or not, but there was no sword, no shield, no lasso, so she's not Wonder Woman without a lasso of truth. So I'm going to try and make one, maybe make a little, just here, put in a little clip for her, and then have the lasso hanging off of there. Maybe, if I can be bothered, make a sword and shield. She's already got the hands already in that holding position, so it's going to be super easy to put that on. And that's probably about it, really. She looks absolutely phenomenal as is. Now, the main one, Superman. Now, this guy, if you've seen the movies, you know, the end of Batman vs Superman, he died. So I'm going to keep him that way. I'm going to keep him dead. What I'm going to do, because Batman was so hurt by it, I'm actually going to cut off his head, cut off his hands, and leave just the suit. I'm going to make it extremely weathered. I'm going to put holes in it, some blood stains and stuff like that. I'm going to completely obliterate this. I might even get a new one, because this material is disgusting. It is awful, it's cheap, it's nasty. But yeah, so I'm going to completely go to town on Superman and just have his suit. And then I'm going to put it into a case and have it as if it's in the Batcave, as a constant reminder, a bit like Jason Todd's suit is in the movie, there as a reminder for Batman. So I'm going to give that a go. Got no idea how I'm going to actually display this, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So first off, I'm going to do Wonder Woman. I'm going to hack this guy up, and I'll probably do it all in the one video. So let's do this. There we are. The head has been completely removed now, and one thing I noticed is on the inside here, in here is where the cape's supposed to come through. Now, where the screw goes into is up here, where his bottom of his neck is. So I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think of how I'm gonna display his cape. So I'm gonna I'm going to put that on there and severely destroy the cape. So I'm just going to try and work out how I want that to go. But battery's about to die, so I'm going to charge that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to weather this with the shoe polish and water, and hopefully by the time I've done that, there'll be enough battery to keep going with the Dremel. Now, something I did notice with the Dremel when doing the neck, and in retrospect I should have thought of it because it makes a lot of sense. It just melted the plastic, so you're left with all these clumps where you're trying to see in and see what you've actually Dremeled away. You end up looking at just clumps of melted plastic, and it gets caught around here. If I can get that. Gets caught around the Dremel the piece and around the bottom of it. You just constantly having to remove it, and it's mildly annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. So charge this battery, weather this, and when we come back we'll continue on. Hey guys, so about the internet, I'm back already. You didn't have to worry about waiting those 3 hours, but I finished weathering him, and I kind of jumped ahead a little bit, and just because I'm impatient, I grabbed the Dremel out, which is this guy here. I just got the cutting pad on the end of it, and because it's supposed to be Superman's suit that he died in, had to give him some major battle damage. Not sure if I've gone over the top with it, but here's where I'm up to. So I've got some scratches here in the S symbol. He's got some holes. So if you watch the animated series where Superman actually dies, where Doomsday kills him, he's got, like, basically this whole part of his suit here is ripped off. He's got a hole over here. He's covered in blood. He's pretty beat up. And so I've kind of taken a bit of inspiration from there and just kind of gone to town on this. I think it's actually turned out alright. I really like the way this has turned out. I haven't gone too far, which is kind of my big fear, because once you cut into it, that's it. It's final. So you got to make sure you get it spot on, and I actually don't mind it. So the next step from here is I'm going to put some blood in around the holes here, maybe a little bit up top. I don't know, see how we go. I'm just going to dry brush it on because it's easy, and I'll go from there. So once I've got that bit done, the next stage is I'm going to be getting a new cape for him. So I'll be doing that. That's just going to sit behind him in his little display case in the Batcave, and then I've got to actually build his the display case that I'm going to put him in. So still not entirely sure how it's going to look, but I've got to have some kind of glass, like something like maybe some kind of plastic over the front so you can see him, maybe on the sides as well. Might put in an LED underneath just to illuminate it, which would be kind of cool if I can get that to work. So here we go. So I'm going to add some red paint and we'll take it from there. So I've just got the what's this, Global Colors Cool Red. So I'm hoping, I haven't actually tested it properly yet because I've just thrown out the spare pieces that I did have from the suit. So normally I'd test it to see how it's going to look when it dries, but I just tested it quickly on his head, and it seems to have turned out alright. Mixing it with a tiny little bit of black just to darken it up, because everyone knows that once blood dries it does go pretty dark. So this is the black I'm going to be using. Kaiser colour. It's what I normally use because it's cheap paint. I think I get 4 for $10. It's not bad. It's 75ml. Don't normally use a lot of it, which is even better. Oh, there we go. guys. So it's been a couple of days since I've done anything. I've finished off all the paint, just been doing a few coats here and there when I've had time, because got to work to make money. So this is the way it's turned out. I think it looks alright. It's pretty good. The red's not quite as bright as I was hoping, because the red that I've got, when mixed with the blue base, turns into more of a maroon kind of a colour. But that's alright. It still looks pretty good. It's blood normally goes quite dark when it's dried anyway, so I think that's actually come out alright. Now, deciding on the case for this guy, for the suit, I've had a couple of ideas. First one was I was going to get some coat hangers, had them coming in from the top through into the suit, kind of like that. But the only problem with that, the boots. They're just going to sit like that and it's just going to look a little bit awkward. So decided to rethink the idea, and we've gone with a very big case that I'll be making out of MDF. So I've got this guy here. That's part of that's the corner of the board. The rest of it's there. It's huge. So I'm going to cut the base out of that. So I'm just going to have the top and bottom. If I can get in frame here. Top and bottom, sides and the back. I'm going to let the front open. I was going to put plastic or glass or something in there. I just can't be bothered, so I'm going to leave that as is. It's just going to be open. Build it all out of this MDF board here, which I picked up for a bit over 10 bucks I think from Bunnings, which is great. So do that. He is going to be on that. So I'm going to have that on the bottom. Has some screws, so it's up off the top of the bottom bit. Just make it a little bit better, a little less lame. So I'm going to spray paint this, which you'll probably see. I picked up some spray paint, just really cheap stuff, about $3 a can. So silver and black, which is the main colour scheme for this, because Batman's got to be black. So on the top of this enclosure, I've got some letters, if I can arrange them in the right order. It says hope. Because, Superman's S stands for hope, because it's logic. S stands for hope. We're going to put that at the top, spray paint those silver, have that looking all nice and pretty. I did go out and get some more material. I just bought 1/2 meter. I'm going to redo the cape, because the cape that it comes with is super shit. So I'm going to do that. Major weathering to do with that. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm just going to attack it with a rock or something. Really shred up the bottom of it, and then I'm going to paint it with blacks and browns and stuff to make it really dirty. And that's going to be pinned onto the back of the enclosure. What else have I got here? I found this. I wanted to do LED strips or something just to illuminate the box. But I've already got this light from IKEA that I've had just sitting around for a while. So what I plan on doing, I'm going to do that. Attach it to the bottom here, illuminate the suit from the bottom. So hopefully that's going to turn out alright. I've done a quick test with it. It makes it look quite dark, so I might still have to go and get some LED strips just to put them down the sides to illuminate from the side as well. So it's a little bit easier to see. It looks a little bit better. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. Obviously I've got nails, screws, that sort of stuff. So I've got my coffee here. Let's get cracking. Make sure it's in a really well ventilated area. You don't want to be breathing in those fumes all day, because it's just going to suck. So make sure it's either outside or somewhere that's got really good ventilation. the box, main part of the box done now. So here it is. It's all painted up, attached. It's a bit rough, but I'm no carpenter, so I wasn't expecting anything too perfect. I've got standing plate done, so just black spray and silver trim, pretty straightforward. So that's just going to sit in there like so, and the suit on top of that. I was thinking about having it sitting up a bit, so kind of like that, but I think it actually looks quite good just there like so. So I'm going to do that, and leave a little bit more room up the top here. Now I'm just kind of deciding where exactly to put the letters. So I've got 3 options I'm looking at. Up the top here, nail them into the side maybe, having them hang down, or pushing that back and having them along here. So, but just trying to work that one out at the moment. Now I will be getting rid of this disgusting, foul, vile piece of material, and I'm going to trace this onto the new material. I'm going to cut that out, and then I'm just going to hack at it. All I'm going to do is just fray the edges here, make it extremely battle worn, because you know he's just gone toe to toe with Doomsday and sacrificed himself for the good of mankind, because that's what Superman does. He's a good guy like that. So fray, completely and utterly, total, all of that. I'm going to get some paint in there, make it look dirty and filthy, and then I'll be putting that on the back of the box, Superman in there, and then we're almost done. So the only thing I'm trying to work out now is the sides. As you can see, they look like wood. The back I'm not too fussed about, but the sides and the top definitely. So I'm just trying to work out if I don't know if I want to just paint it and have it just one colour all over, or if I want to actually put something on it. I don't know, I'll ballpark some ideas and see what I can come up with, but that's kind of where we're up to at the moment. So let's get to work on this cape. Alright, so I've jumped the gun a little bit. Whilst I was dealing with a dead battery, I decided I'd scuff up the new cape. So you didn't really miss much, it's just literally put the cape down onto the new material, traced around it, cut it out, and that's how it's turned out. So all I did was hacked at it with a Stanley knife first, went over it and just frayed the edges, just scraping outwards. Same with the cuts in the middle, down the bottom here, again, same thing. I mixed up some red and black paint to give it this really dirty sort of look. Looks like it's been dragged around in the mud, just kind of the look I was going for. And then I just scrunched it all up and just literally stomped on it on the ground, kicked it around, treated it like shit, and that really just crinkled it up and made it look like it had been used in a pretty full-on battle. All I did up here, super glue. That's it. Bit of super glue, pushed it on, and that's now curing. Base, like I said, super glue, put that down, that's it. So that's not going to go anywhere either. So cape's done, base is done. So I've got to sweep this out a bit, because inside, you're totally not going to be able to see that. I drilled a hole in there because I'm going to have that LED light. I'm going to put the cable going straight through the backs, and then you're not having to deal with cables in the front. And just going to make it look really super nice. So hopefully once the Superman suit's in there and with the cape there, it's hopefully going to disguise it a lot. So you'll only see the LED light at the front, lighting everything up. So next on my to-do list for all of this is I've got to glue down the hope letters, which are going up the top here. So they're going to be like that all the way along, hope. And then after that, I'm going to be attaching Superman to the base. And I think that is it, unless I can think of anything between now and then. I think that's then the finished product. So we're in the home stretch now, so let's do this. So that was the Superman case. Hope you liked it. I was going to be doing the Superman and Wonder Woman in the same video, but this one turned out to take a lot longer than I thought it would. So I'm just going to do Wonder Woman in a separate video. I've got the sword and the shield to do on that one, and then I'll just put all of that footage together. Hopefully throw that one out in the next couple of days. My internet is super slow, super shit, so it could take a little while just to upload. Next major project I've got is, I'm totally stealing from Cosplay Chris here. A while ago he did a bat signal, and I went out and bought one. $10 from Kmart. So I'm going to be doing this one. Hopefully I can get this smashed out fairly quickly. There's a few things that I've got to get for it to be able to actually do it. Like an angle grinder just to cut these down and stuff. I've got a Dremel which is totally not going to get through that. So I go out and get a few things. I'm going to do mine quite differently to the way Chris did his. There's a few things that I want to add into it, a few things I don't want to put into it, like I don't want the wires coming out. I'm going to maybe even build a little scene around it as well. So it's going to be quite a big piece when it's all done, but hopefully if I can get it the way that I've got it up here, it's going to look amazing. So, but that's the hard part, trying to get it from here to here. So that's the next project that I've got going. That's the Superman case, and I'll see you soon.